Hey everyone, it's Ben Hardy here, and in today's video, we're reviewing a Jeep Gladiator Mojave. Before we get into this video, I want to give a huge shout out and thank you to the Larry Miller Jeep here in Sandy for giving me some time with this Gladiator. I'll include a link to their website in the description down below so you can check what they have currently. And then on a side note, if you want to save time and money the next time you purchase a car, link to my car buying guide in the description down below. Let's get into it. So powering the Mojave is a massive 6.4 liter supercharged V8. No, just kidding. It's a 3.6 liter V6 that goes through an 8-speed automatic transmission. It puts out 285 horsepower and then 260 pound-feet of torque. Fuel economy is 17 around town and then 22 on the highway. Jeep, why isn't there a V8? Come on. Now, before we move forward with this review, I do want to mention if you're going to see more videos just like this, then I recommend you subscribe because I post content every single day. So starting with the hood, you guys can see the cool scoop there in the center. That's one of the ways to tell this is a Mojave over a regular Gladiator. This one has the upgraded LED lights. You can see that for the turn signal, also for the headlights as well. And you got the new style of grille, which again, I'm a fan of. So there's a previous Mojave. You can see the front end of that versus this. I think this just looks cleaner. And then of course you got the upgraded bumper here. You've got fog lights and then orange for the recovery points. And putting it all together, I mean, this is one cool looking Gladiator. Now around the side here, our tire wheel setup is 285, 70, 17 in the front and over on the rear. And you can see here with the wheels, you've got the silver mixed with the metallic gray. And then as for these tires, they're mud terrains, so pretty dang chunky overall. And the Mojave does still have Fox shocks. We also have this giant Mojave decal on the side, and you can see the painted fender flare, and then look at the Jeep badges. Rock rail protection here on the side as well. And then we've got Fox shocks there in the back. And here is your full side profile with the Gladiator. And then take a look at the key fob. We have our lock and unlock function, remote start, and then we've got the Jeep logo there on the back. Speaking of the back, you can see we've got protection here from the factory, LED lights here in the bed. And yeah, I mean, this is a mid-size pickup truck and it's got a mid-size pickup truck bed, so it's solid. Light tailgate, so that's nice. You can see the Jeep logo there, and then you've got the LED taillights here, and then again more recovery points in the back. So putting it all together, I mean, the Mojave still looks like a Mojave but with a cooler grille, and so I'm all for it. Now taking a look at the door panel, you can see soft touch here at the top, and then we got this new green interior color with the bronze stitching. And that continues onto the seats as well. It's a very cool looking color. It's not like too crazy out there. I really like it. Now for a mid-size pickup truck, the Gladiator is actually really spacious with the legroom, and then you can see a little storage net there. Got some vents, window controls, got a full outlet there as well. And then the window in the back is manual for the operation. And then headroom, it's good. Now taking a look at the front door panel, again soft touch, and then you can see the trim down below. All of our mirror adjustments, you can see the mirrors do have blind spot monitoring. And then if you're wondering on payload, 860 pounds with this. And then Mojave there on the seat, that's pretty cool looking. And again with the green trim. Power adjustments on the seat. Got our light controls here, and then the steering wheel is manually adjustable. Now taking a look at the steering wheel, you can see perforated on either side so you can get a little bit of a better grip. Got radio controls there on the back. You got stuff like adaptive cruise control, controls for the center stack as well. And then you can see the regular stocks there. Now with the gauge cluster, you can see analog on either side, but you also have the screen here in the center which you can use to scroll through and see different bits of info on different systems within the Gladiator. And then in reverse, we do have a backup camera with trajectory lines that turn with the steering wheel. You got that zoom function as well. And you can see with the front camera view, so that helps out. And then this is the same new infotainment system that you have in the updated Wrangler, so pretty quick response time. You can see we also have dual zone climate, heated seats, heated steering wheel. And the top of the dash is black with black stitching, but then down below you get the green trim with the bronze stitching. And then you got the regular Gladiator glove box just like the Wrangler. And then we've got our dual zone climate controls here, radio controls, heated seat controls, off-road cruise control, still a Wrangler, which is hilarious. Same thing for the recirculate button. Anyways, window controls in the center, a little charging area here. 4 auxiliary switches. And then you got your lockers here, or sorry, locker rather, it's not a Rubicon. So you just have a rear locking differential. And then your off-road plus, and then we have our advanced 4-wheel drive system. And then you guys can see here with the transmission selector, has a little Gladiator on top. Got nice little parking brake here with some cup holders. And look at this. This is nice. The trim. And then last but not least, have the windshield antenna just like the Wrangler, and then you got the top insulation as well. So here's our window sticker for the Mojave. You can see a lot of the standard equipment, including the Fox shocks. We do have quite a bit of optional equipment, including the Mojave X package, which basically makes it fully loaded inside. Sadly, does not have 35s. Anyways, $69,205 is the total MSRP on this Mojave. Let's see how it drives. Let's talk about visibility before we set off. Here's visibility of the hood, both the mirrors, do a blind spot running throughout the rest of the rear. And let us set off in the new Mojave. This interior color, I actually really like it. I know some people are gonna be like, nope, 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 nope. But for me, I dig it. I like these subtle greens, right? I think when a manufacturer does a color that's not, you know, black or gray for the interior, but it's, you know, crazier color, but it's not bright, it just always looks so good because it gives it a unique feel. But well, I guess we'll go through. It gives it a unique feel, but it's not, again, it's not too flashy, not too out there. Now, initially setting off, these mud terrain tires actually aren't that bad. Sometimes mud terrain tires can be quite abrasive. It's the way that I could put it. But these aren't terrible. It's not super uncomfortable with the drive. The new seats are pretty comfortable. I'm still not sure how to feel about this material. I want to see how this like holds up over time. I mean, if it holds up better than the leather seats, then yeah, I'm all for it. But if it doesn't, then I'm not. So it'll just depend on the durability for me. Now this V6, I mean, it's got some get up and go. It's not crazy. This for the 24 model year, this is the only engine you can get with the Gladiator. I'm sure they've got to give us, you know, like that inline 6 or something in the Gladiator and the Wrangler soon, because it's crazy that we still have it's 2024 and we still have just a dinky little V6 in the Gladiator, especially for the Mojave package. Again, this is supposed to be a high-speed off-roader, and well, you can only go so fast when you have 285 horsepower, right? But yeah, it drives pretty well. The insulation for the 24 model year does make a difference. If you're wondering, it is a little bit quieter in terms of just wind noise, road noise, all of that. That's smooth. Smooth. So I think they've done a pretty good job with just the damping with this. And the V6 can move the tires, but I mean, if you wanted to do 35s, for example, yeah, this thing's gonna be screaming. So, yeah. To, I guess, get into summing things up here with the Mojave. Yeah, I think it looks really cool. I think the concept makes so much sense. A desert, you know, Jeep. But I've said this in the past, and I'm going to say it again. I think there's a couple things that Jeep should change to the Mojave package to make it so it makes more sense. So first off, more powerful engine. I think that's a given. If you're going to be a high-speed desert runner, you got to have power to do that. And then the next thing is, you know, this might be sacrilege to some people, but independent front suspension does a lot better with high-speed driving than it does with, you know, with solid axles. So I can't remember which lane I'm at. I think it's this one. Anyways, the point that I'm trying to make here is that would be, you know, kind of like a similar setup to it. Like, think about this: the inline 6 plus independent front suspension plus, you know, beefier, even beefier shocks than this. So basically a Gladiator that has all the same Raptor stuff. That would be so cool. Yeah, so I think that's ultimately what this should be. As it stands, you know, I've talked to some people that own these. They like them, but it's, you know, it's a situation where I think they could have done it a little bit different, at least for what they're marketing this as. If they're just marketing this as less capable Rubicon, but looks cooler, then I would be okay with that. But they're marketing this as a desert running vehicle, and it's just not quite there. But anyways, let me know what you guys think about the Mojave, and let me know what you guys think about the Gladiator engine setup right now, because I think we should have a little bit more than just a dinky little V6.